State Nittany Lions, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Tigers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the all-season was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. That's caught. It's Babers. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
They just find ways to find the big fellas. Those big tight ends are huge targets for the quarterbacks. The throws are usually in between the numbers. That makes it pretty easy. Usually sure-handed guys like that just come across the field and make plays.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
To the air on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game, opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Bounced off his feet.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
The more you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Page. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Babers. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Narasov. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking to fire. Back open in the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Off play action on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second.
Oh, they're after him! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. This time he's got him. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quick handoff. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Wants to fire on second down. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Here's the pressure. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buying some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. Breaks into the open. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Finding open areas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using his feet. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Using his legs to buy some time. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making adjustments. That one comes out hot down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Lost a throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Makes the catch. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's complete to the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long. So find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Extending the play. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had no